shields and potions for the top laners.
Yeah, so quite similar item startup coming in from both sides, and it seems that SGS will not be able to take down that ward, and they are kind of mirroring each other. So BKT will go for that deep blue invade. SGS does have a red ward, their own ward there. That vision ward will be able to take down that. Sorry, they will be able to deny vision from their blue buff. So now SGS has no idea if BKT are still in their own jungle.
So Singapore Sentinels are around the Bangkok Titans blue buff. They're going into this tri-brush over here, which I used to call the CLG invade, whereby they would literally wait here until 160 and then move out to kill the person taking blue buff. Back in Season 1 and early Season 2, where almost every jungler started on their blue buff.
Yes, let's just see if they are able to kind of spot out BKT. So I'm giving you the vision of SGS right now, so they have no idea where BKT is, and it seems that they both are camping on their blue buff. So it's going to be really interesting what kind of level 1 does play out. If Cryonics decides to check it, one man just check that blue buff, it's going to be a very dead Gragas.
Singapore Sentinels look to go for a lane swap here, and as you predicted, I believe they don't want to go up against that SKLZ and Sec lane of the Leona and Graves. Instead, they're going to head up to that top lane, and as you predicted, that's exactly what they shall do.
Yeah, so who do you think does better in the lane swap? I know the duo lane will obviously be the one that comes out on top, but will Warlock or will BenW be better in the lane swap?
I think
2v1.
I really think that both of them should be fairly even. Warlock should be able to be quite even just because, and look at this, the Bangkok Titans even predicted this. I mean, Warlock is helping Vi out with the jungle and has that teleport to get back to top lane. I think that Warlock will do fairly fine just because of his passive. Will grant him that 10% of his max health shield every few seconds. Should allow him to negate some poke damage coming out from the Singapore Sentinels.
Yeah, and SGS recognizing the fact that Warlock is not in lane, so Chowie as well as Kai Ling will just kind of freeze the lane and just prevent Warlock from getting some of the farm.
So there's a very old debate there, but meanwhile we're going to see a ton on the SKLZ down in the bottom lane. That's going to take 2 tower hits and get him down so low, while Intresso almost going to get taken down, has to flash away from that gank. And I was going to say that it's a year-old debate now since the Koreans started this really, really heavy lane swapping, is that when you see this lane swap, do you push straight away or do you wait for the minions? And we're going to see another guy, Intresso, doesn't get knocked up. Flash comes up from Cryonics, and that will definitely take it down. The Ignite's taking first blood. We'll go to Hallelujah, though, with that red buff. And I'll say there is that, do you push it straight away or do you wait for your cannon minion wave to get the extra damage onto the tower? And normally, it's great to wait for the cannon minion wave because you can deny experience onto that top laner. However, if you do what Warlock just did, whereby he helped out Vi and took a few minions for his own in Vi's jungle, you'll be able to hit level 2, which will give you an advantage when that cannon minion arrives. So that's what Warlock did. So it's very hard to predict which one you should do in which situation.
Yeah, it's gonna be up to the players to kind of make that overall decision in the end. And let's just see how it kind of plays out. BenW is now at 8 CS, and we do have Hallelujah going in. The Death Blade does hit. SKLZ gets onto Hallelujah. Sec gets Shadow Dash in the face. The barrier will be popped. The flag toss combo hasn't really gone up yet. He will flash and just dodge it ever so barely, but the Vorpal Blade will get the last hit onto Sec. So BenW picking up that kill.
And that's a very, very dangerous point of having 2 bottom laners who are quite short on range. Intresso getting aggressed on by Cryonics. Pops the shield on him, but still will take quite a bit of damage there. But it's very, very hard to use the 2 bottom laners that have very short range, being Leona and Graves, against a solo lane. Just because when the jungler does come down, you have to be close range to that solo laner to get good pressure onto him. That will allow the jungle gank to be slightly easier.
Exactly. So with the fact that Sec and SKLZ has no disengage and they were so far up in lane, it allowed BenW as well as Hallelujah to pick up that easy kill onto Graves.
See SKLZ here holding the way. These guys are going to get taunted. All the minions are going to deal damage to him right now. He's in a lot of trouble. The minions are battering down on him, but BenW doesn't pick up the kill. Wow. NDD comes in for the gank, knocks him into a wall, but Leona has to run away. Yeah,
Leona has to run away, unable to chain that CC onto him. So SKLZ went on the aggression a little bit too early. If he had waited for NDD to rotate down slightly later, they may have been able to lay down the CC chain onto BenW. So BenW will get away from that gang, and it seems that the bottom lane duo of SGS will continue to poke down the top turret.
So we can see that the two solo laners into what I call the suicide lane of League of Legends, whereby you have the two laners going against the solo laner. We can see the difference between them. They're both doing well, but the difference is that Malphite is doing well for granting that level 2 advantage by helping out Vi and not missing too many minions up in the top lane, whereby Ben W is doing well because we saw Hallelujah come down for a gank, giving him a kill and giving him some lane control.
Yeah, so it's pretty much even, except for the fact that SGS have that 1000 gold lead as well as that 2 kill advantage. We will see Hallelujah rotate to the top lane, and at the same time NDD will be there as well. Will he use the Volt Breaker to actually make that jump over? It seems that he actually gets that ward down, spots out Hallelujah. Hallelujah should have seen that ward, and it seems that Chloe, Kyling as well as Hallelujah will just try to take down this turret as fast as possible.
Would it be a bit strange? Actually, no, not very strange because Warlock was hitting level 6. So I was going to say, going to be very hard for NDD to help out in this top lane at all unless Warlock is able to hit level 6. And because of helping Vi out early in the jungle, he was able to hit level 6 there.
Yeah, and Cryonics kind of just being the lane bully here in the mid lane. Trezor taken down to half health, and Cryonics will just be able to wail onto the turret. That Dark Wind will silence both NDD and Warlock. Will they go in? Vi will not hit level 6 anytime soon. Warlock and NDD taking a bunch of poke from the duo lane of SGS. Sek gets taunted slightly outside turret range, doesn't take a hit from the turret, and will just use the buckshot just to clear and deal some damage to the minions.
I feel like the Singapore Sentinels here, they're doing a good job of taking down this top tower. I mean, Hallelujah did a good job early on, blowing the flash mid lane, then granting a kill onto mid lane, roaming down to the bot lane, helping out pick up a kill onto Sek, and Ben W. Just see the aggression he put off into this 2-on-1 lane. That also allowed this bot lane tower to stay healthy. They were able to pick up this top lane tower just now, and they should be able to switch around. And when they do this, Shen will have his stand united for any future engages.
Yeah, and they can definitely put the dragon pressure now in the bot lane. Hallelujah will meet up with NDD, but NDD is still one level behind. Hallelujah does have that blue buff onto himself, and it seems that he managed to seal away the blue buff on the side of the Bangkok Titans, and they will now rotate to their very own blue, giving it to Cryonics. But it seems that this 4-man invade onto this blue buff will be happening very shortly, and SKLZ will go in. Cryonics is able to pick out the blue buff, but Cryonics gets that shield and the stand united on. He does have his ultimate up though, but Hallelujah taken down very low. The Cataclysm into the flash. Now NDD taken down extremely low. Ben W has to run away. The teleport is coming in from Warlock. Ben W is slain by BKT Sek.
So good call from the Bangkok Titans. I felt like Singapore Sentinels, they really needed to swap there. They took down that top tower. That's when they should have swapped. Give the numbers advantage down the bot lane. Allow the stand united to be at the top lane, away from the majority of the objectives this early in the game, and help out his team even more. Bangkok Titans, that's what they really needed to do. They needed to go for that invade. 720 is exactly when they went to try and steal away the blue buff. Caught the Singapore Sentinels off guard. I felt like they should have gone for a dragon there as well. Try and pick up more objectives while the Singapore Sentinels are forcing this 2-man top.
Exactly. It seems that the Bangkok Titans are not exactly ready to respond to this. They had the numbers advantage. They were able to get out a kill onto that one, but we saw NDD and Sek taken down extremely low, so they didn't really want to risk any sort of play because we had Cryonics on Gragas, had full health, had full mana, and the explosive cast just came off cooldown.
So now we're going to see Singapore Sentinels revert back to their normal lanes. It seems Chowie is only just now heading back to base. The explosive cat goes on the trap, so he's going to get knocked up by Hallelujah. Taken out so low. Should be able to pick it up. Cryonics goes in the body slam. One more barrel will do it. We'll pick him up, and he slays Bangkok Titans and Trestle on our Hallelujah.
Hallelujah staying a little bit too long in the turret, so that counter kill will come out from Trestle. So Trestle says, worth.
My goodness. So, see Cryonics here. He has that double buff now.
No, he has that.
I have the double buff now.
The assault battery will come out. Malphite is on the sidelines. Warlock will try to close the gap as soon as possible, but it seems Kylie will come in with the Crow Storm. Fear up NDD. NDD takes a bunch of damage, and right now SKLZ is on the side, gets the stun onto Cryonics. Sek will join the fight. The Zenith Blade will prevent him, and that unstoppable force a little bit unnecessary there because Sek actually was able to pick up the kill.
So Bangkok Titans, I like what they're doing right now. They're capitalizing on the Singapore Sentinels' mistakes here. I mean, SGS had a nice rotation whereby they were able to pick up that top tower, force people out of lane, but now Kyling is in a bit of trouble here. Sek's gonna get a lot of damage down the Fiddlestick. Exhaust goes down. Chowie is behind though.
Oh, that Solar Flag actually just misses the buckshot as well as that Oh geez, the ultimate coming in from Sek, and now we have support for support. Chloe now in a bunch of trouble. Hallelujah is coming in for the fight now. He does have the Cataclysm as well as the Flag Toss combo. Sek taken out extremely low, does have that blue buff to actually assist in the rotations, but we have Itrezo as well as NDD on the sidelines. I do not think SGS wants to fight that one.
So I was saying that I felt like the Bangkok Titans, they were capitalizing on the single percenters mistakes a lot, whereby SGS didn't rotate in time down to the bottom lane to create the advantage with the Stand United, kept catching the SGS in awkward positions, picking off kills here and there. But there, I felt like the Bangkok Titans could have played that one out better. I mean, they caught Kyling off guard in a 3-on-1 situation. I felt like the solo flash should have come out instantly after the stun from SKLZ. That would have locked down Kyling for an extended amount of time and secured the kill on such a squishy champion easily. But there we saw nice play from Kyling running through the tower, taking SKLZ down with him, and that also stopped the Bangkok Titans from taking Dragon.
Yeah, that did stop the Bangkok Titans from taking Dragon. SGS will now attempt this Dragon. They do have that vision wall there to clear out any sort of wards or vision control that BKT may have had over the Dragon. The buckshot as well as the smokescreen will come in. Chawi now fancying his chances against Sek. And we do have the Talon as well as the Flash, and the True Shot Barrage will come down. Chawi gets the shutdown goal. He gets the blue buff and survives by the skin of his teeth.
So we can see in terms of gold, single percenters are leading ahead of the Bangkok Titans by about 3,000 gold, only 12 minutes into this game so far. 4 to 5 in terms of kills, and a tower up to the single percenters along with a Dragon. So playing fairly well this game. I feel like both teams are playing fairly well in this game.
Yeah, other than the fact that SGS has been walking into team fights one by one, and why did Sek actually go into that Dragon? I have no idea. He was the only one that he should just backed off that one. NDD contemplating if he wants to go in for the assault and battery. A Malphite does come in from the side. Chawi actually just misses the unstoppable force, will take Chawi down. Kyling is now in trouble. The assault battery will get that last hit. NDD will get knocked out by Jarvan. Hallelujah picked up that kill. Now he has to run away, gets exhausted, will get the stun down by SKLZ, but Cryonics is able to get disengaged for Hallelujah. SKLZ now in the fight, but it seems that Hallelujah will now try to run away from Sek. And in this time, the shockwave comes out onto Cryonics, and it seems that Cryonics will go down. BKT, 4 kills to 1.
Just like the Bangkok Titans slowly catch up in terms of gold, and about 2,000 gold behind the Singapore Sentinels now. So there we go. Once again, Bangkok Titans capitalizing on mistakes that the Singapore Sentinels have made. I mean, they were chasing onto Chawi there. They did not back off away from the tower in time, and just sloppy performance from the Singapore Sentinels here.
It's a messy fight all around. BKT in Trezor now happy to take that blue buff away from Cryonics. So now the goal lead, surprisingly, is still in favor of SGS despite the kill advantage on the side of BKT.
Yes. I felt like Singapore Sentinels, from the start of this game, with their transitions from the top lane, they could have moved down to the bottom lane. They had all their options open to take Dragon, to secure objectives, to even up the lane. No, not even up, to secure their lane advantages that they were creating as well. But they just did not make this plays, and the Bangkok Titans realized they were not making this plays and capitalized on it and punished the Singapore Sentinels for creating these errors.
This is one messy fight after another. Let's just play the team comp the way they want to play it. They have to stop these messy fights. SGS needs to stop walking into these fights one by one, and they really need to use that Shen Global Ultimate
in team comp.
Yes, they do have that all in team comp, and you are right, they do need to make the plays. I think right here NDD will try to set something up. He may Vault Breaker over the wall. they want to play it. They have to stop these messy fights. SGS needs to stop walking into these fights one by one. And they really need to use that Shen Global Ultimate
in team comp.
Yes, they do have that all-in team comp, and you are right. They do need to make the plays. I think right here, NDD will try to set something up. He may Vault Breaker over the wall, but right now they have to set their minds. This is a 3.13 patch. No more Relic Shield, no more Targon's Race. Just play the game how it used to be.
Bangkok Titans here, they look like they want to siege up this mid lane. All 5 members are here. Shen is actually coming in from the sidelines of the single Sentinels. They're closing in onto this mid tower, which is getting taken down solo. Warlock tanking it up with the Orianna shield. They'll take it down for free, but Initiate comes in for Hallelujah.
Yeah, he does put down the Cataclysm. The Crow Storm that's coming from Kai Ling, and that explosive cast does kind of put everyone onto the sidelines. The first one to go down will be Hallelujah. Everyone on the side of BKT very low. NDD goes down. SKLZ will be next one go down. Ben W and Chowie and the sidelines. A great shockwave, 3-man. Chowie gets a double kill. Chowie gets the triple kill. Sek should be the next one to go down as well. The taunt over the wall, giving Vision will the Vorpal Blades come down at any sort of time. It doesn't seem that Chowie is able to catch up. He does use that Mystic Shot to kind of get some more move speed to go in for the chase. So it's going to be a 3-for-2 exchange in favor of SGS.
So Chowie, they're throwing a Mystic Shot backwards, not only to get the movement speed, but also to reduce the cooldown on his Arcane Shift. We allowed him to chase, but wasn't able to pick up any more additional kills, and they're going to actually be able to pick up a Dragon for this. And at the same time, Single Sentinel's top lane was pushing the entire time, giving them some damage on that top lane tower. Dragon will be picked up by the Single Sentinels. They should be only about 2.5k ahead of the Bangkok Titans. So still very close, and it's still anybody's game.
Yeah, it definitely is still anybody's game. SGS managed to pick up the Dragon off of that fight, and it seems that they do extend their gold lead slightly to now 2,500 gold. SKLZ now warding out this brush. They will go in for that blue invade very shortly. Warlock has the double buff onto them. NDD may go in. We do see the rotation coming from Cryonics. He has not spotted out SKLZ just yet. The stun will come down. The Zenith Blade will be the next one to follow. And SKLZ single-handedly kind of zones out the entire team of SGS. Now SGS will be on the next one. The Solar Flare come on. No stun happening just yet. SKLZ taken down extremely low. He will go down extremely shortly. The flash does come out, saves his life. SGS will continue to pursue SKLZ.
But for how long we're going to see Kai Ling wrap around here? The barrel will come out from Chronic soon, but will SKLZ? No, he won't die. The minions all will come out from Chronic, blowing him up with a bottle of beer.
Yeah, but take a look at what Sek has been doing. He's been chunking down this top lane turret, and it seems that BKT will lose the support, but take down the top lane turret, and the mid lane turret will take a bunch of damage as well. The shockwave into the assault battery combo will take Hallelujah down extremely low. NDD has to flash away from this. Ben W and Kyle chase. The dissonance will speed up as well as slow SGS down. Now dueling out Sek, Chowie doing a lot of damage. Warlock onto the sidelines. He does not have
coming out from Sek himself. And we saw Warlock come in to try and pick up a kill, but Sek still ended up going down. So despite the Bangkok Titans throwing away a few kills in here, they were able to secure the second top tower and also get tons of damage down onto that mid lane tower, as well as pick up Hallelujah.
Yes, they do pick up Hallelujah despite SKLZ going down, and like you said, the top inner turret going down. So the gold gap has now decreased to actually kind of went even, still about 2.5k gold. So no gold differential just yet. This game's still extremely close, but we haven't seen the BKT Wombo combo being pulled off just yet.
Initiate. That means that Chronics can go in for a great ultimate, separating people from the Bangkok Titans, and also kind of get a fear off, a 3-second fear off onto somebody in the Bangkok Titans. Topple this off with Hallelujah separating people, the Cataclysm and the taunts coming out from Ben W, along with the mobility of Chowie. This should separate Bangkok Titans enough so when they try to go for the re-engage, they won't be able to get their huge Wombo combo off.
Yeah, I agree. SGS has the tools to kind of disrupt the Bangkok Titans from their Wombo combo, but it seems that Bangkok Titans will want to take this fight to SGS instead. So instead of being reactionary to the movements of SGS, they may choose to go in for this fight.
So we see what the Bangkok Titans try to do. I feel like Single Sentinels to repel this, they need to go in on the first few waves, but Stand United is not up yet, so Bangkok Titans could take advantage of that and go for initiation now, but there's no way they would know that Stand United
Question
is
is,
not up.
do they have the timer on that one just yet?
I highly doubt that.
You highly doubt so.
Highly doubt.
Anyway, we have Ben W kind of just split pushing in the sidelines. BKT need to take this window of opportunity to just get onto SGS in this mid lane because Ben W will not be able to pot down. They need to go now in this minion wave coming in. SKOZ needs to hit the solar flare into the unstoppable force. Let's just see what happens. Will BKT go in for the aggressive? They are taking extreme amounts of poke coming in from Chowie. Look at the amount of poke, but we have the aggressors to be the Singapore Sentinels. Sek is the first one to be taken out. Just gets exploded by the explosive cars. And GD as well will follow. Ben W will kind of go in with the Stand United chasing everyone away. It seems that Singapore Sentinels will take that fight to nothing, and they will start to push down this middle outer turret as well. It seems that no, they will not decide to go for this middle outer turret, but instead turn their focus onto Baron.
So we saw there, once again, Singapore Sentinels, they knew they needed to be the aggressors as soon as Stand United was up for Ben W. Hallelujah went in, followed up with the Cryonics ultimate, and they were able to take down Sek so fast, and while the rest of the Bangkok Titans were still under crowd control and still separated from their team, they were not able to get a good reinitiation off onto Singapore Sentinels and Warlock.
Yeah, a great fear coming out from Kylie, preventing any sort of steal.
Where's he gonna go now?
Coming from Warlock. Now he is in a world of trouble. He will use that Rolling Stone and seismic shot, to be able to run away from Chowie, but it seems that Ben W as well as Chowie will now just use a pincer mover, and Warlock will just stay there and wait for his inevitable death.
So Warlock thinks he's dead here. Just gonna say I'm dead and pretty much accept his fate to Chowie, who gets the shutdown onto Warlock finally. And Singapore Sentinels are now in a comfortable lead. They have 6,000 gold to their advantage. They were able to pick up Baron buff and a few good team fights, as well as Entresso decides to tank a barrel, and it looks like actually everybody on the Bangkok Titans has disconnected.
Oh,
that's not good. So Warlock wasn't accepting his death. He just disconnected. So Singapore Sentinels just actually pinged that one out. Won't be surprised if we see a pause come in very soon.
Hopefully we do see the pause come in. Entresso has disconnected. He needs to pause the game right about now. But oh wait, we have that spectator delay, remember? So any sort of pause will just buffer into the time itself.
So we did buffer a 30-second pause for you guys there. So good job, casters.
Good job, casters.
So Bangkok Titans unfortunately had the same problem Mineski had earlier today, whereby all 5 members disconnected at the same time. I mean, Warlock Splash wasn't up when he was running away, so I don't think he would have been able to escape from that one, but still, any type of disconnection always
it's not going to be very good.
It's not very good, but still, they didn't take that down to Entresso, who was just tanking barrels like a man, but still not very good for the Bangkok Titans, but still, game still goes on. Actually, just going to go for this Dragon pickup.
Yeah, they're going to extend their goal lead. Whoa, the ultimate coming in from Graves here. I keep forgetting the collateral damage exactly. So what we have here is SGS extending their gold lead to about 6,500 gold 24 minutes into the game. They have that Baron buff. Let's just see how SGS use that Baron buff to their advantage.
Yeah, so we've seen so far, I mean, Bangkok Titans, they were doing a good job of capitalizing on mistakes of the Singapore Sentinels, but they never initiated their own plays, and when you rely on your opponents to make mistakes, that allows them to regroup, re-coordinate, and also try and make the right plays, which Singapore Sentinels have been doing well. They made mistakes early on, but now they're getting the team fights they want, getting the initiations they want, and that has led them to their gold lead. Yeah. Bangkok Titans need to try and make their own plays instead of just waiting for mistakes to happen.
Yeah, look at what the position of Kailing and Cryonics. Hallelujah. Now joined by Chowie pushing down the mid lane, and these two champions able to cause so much team disruption, and that ward just being taken away by Kai Ling.
So we're going to see Ben W battle out with Warlock up in this top lane split. Pushing Warlock's teleport is up, and standing out is up for Ben W. So I feel like whoever uses that first will get it cancelled straight away. The other will teleport down.
Exactly, but it seems that BKT aren't able to kind of defend this middle inner turret and just allows SGS to pick both the outer turret as well as the inner turret up.
So once again, Shen, the health bars.
So many health bars.
So many health bars. Not as much as the Warmogs, but still quite enough.
Okay, so Warlock actually smelling that SGS were going for the pincer maneuver, just gonna back off from that one.
So we're gonna see here, tower's gonna get taken down by the Singapore Sentinels. That's one of the last outer towers, only the bottom outer tower left to be taken from the Bangkok Titans. Chowie here gonna aggressively arcane shift with a mystic shot in onto Entreso. Doesn't get any damage down. Now, here comes the ultimate for Fiddlesticks though, and he has a priority for himself.
Yes, Kailing will be the only one that he's surprised by. So what happens?
Invite people.
He forgot to send out.
He didn't bring the pineapple juice.
He didn't bring the pineapple juice.
Goodness.
Ugh.
How could Kylie forget that?
Exactly. Jeez, pineapples are so important. Anyway, we do have SGS actually putting out as much damage as possible onto this top inhibitor turret, so this should go down in a few more auto attacks. Chowie isn't there to put on any sort of auto attacks. Bangkok Titans may choose to go in. Chowie actually arcade shifts away from that Vault Breaker as well as that solar flare. Now the turret will go down by SGS Ben W, and it seems that Bangkok Titans, wait a minute, the taunt didn't hit but the flash came out, so burn flash there from Intrezo, and now SGS will continue to take down this inhibitor itself.
So we saw Chowie that was able to flash over the wall despite went really aggressive for no reason here. Now inhibitor Sidra hitting SGS, not going for the inhibitors, going for the team fights instead. Take this one away, Wolf.
Yeah, we have the Cataclysm coming down, locking up both Sek and Intrezo, Kyling onto the sideline. Sek taken out extremely low, has to pop the barrier. Now Chowie dealing a lot of damage, but we have here Chowie taken down a great shockwave into the Unstoppable Force combo, but only to take down Chowie. Intrezo is the only one alive on the side of BKT. Chronics extremely healthy, Kyling extremely healthy as well. Hallelujah and Ben W will continue pushing in. The fear does come out onto Intrezo. Will the Thorn land very shortly? Yes, it does. That knockup combo will not happen because Hallelujah will go down with Intrezo. Intrezo still able to survive that one. Cardix is now on the chase, will get the slow. He gets the double kill onto Kyling as well, and Intrezo able to survive that one. Cryonix unable to pick up the kill on Intrezo. Intrezo making the plays now, saving the Bangkok Titans' Nexus turret.
So they were able to pick up the first inhibitor of the game. Though I felt like Singapore shouldn't have gone for the dive onto Intrezo. Instead, just go for the towers instead. I mean, objectives always greater than champion kills.
Yes, objectives are definitely greater than champion kills. They do use that Baron buff to take down both the turrets in the mid lane, the outer and the inner turret, as well as pick up the top inhibitor turret as well as the inhibitor at the same time.
So, Singapore Cells have time to regroup. Once again, Baron will be up in about a minute, Dragon will be up in about 2, but not so important this late into the game. They are ahead by about 11,500 gold right now. They're ahead by 2 towers and 7 kills as well.
Yeah, they are indeed ahead 2 towers and 7 kills. So SGS will now wait for the next Baron to respawn before deciding what they want to do. They do not want to give up a Baron buff to BKT, who is actually still very close behind them despite being 11,000 gold behind. That Baron buff itself, like you said, you really hate that Baron Nashor. And if BKT actually manages to pick up the Baron from themselves, they have a chance to come back into this game.
Yes, so we're going to see, I think Bangkok Titans, what they need to do is really wait for SGS to go for the next siege. And in this time, instead of allowing them to initiate, they need to be the aggressors. They have the initiation team comp. They need to be the aggressors. Despite being behind, aggressing is their only option to win this game.
Now, will BKT actually respond to this push in the bottom lane? It seems that the wave clear coming out from SGS is superior, and let's just see if BKT will go in to try to defend this turret. They will have their Oracles take down their wall. Ben W trying to zone out Warlock. Warlock gets caught by the Shadow Dash. Hallelujah will miss the Flag Spear combo, but the disruption coming out from Cryonix will force SKLZ to be the first one to go down. Hallelujah in the front line, still alive, gets saved by the shut out. The Shockwave hits 3 members. Hallelujah still alive. Warlock trying to take him down. Hallelujah will still survive. SGS Cryonix is on a rampage. The only 2 alive on the side of BKT will be Intrezo and Sek. It seems that SGS will be willing to tank up this bot lane inhibitor turret and to take it for themselves.
So they are going to go straight for the win, actually. I mean, that's just split between 2 worlds right now. I mean, 2 members only available for the Bangkok Titans. First inhibitor turret will go down. The second inhibitor turret being battered on by the Singapore Sentinels. Sek here trying to duel out Chowie. 1 barrel will not hit though. Arcade shift will go in onto Sek. Will not be able to take it down, but Singapore Sentinels should be able to pick up this game against the Bangkok Titans.
Yeah, both the Nexus turret will go down. Cryonix is now the only one hammering onto this turret, and
Good guy,
he will
Good guy,
pick up
Chronics.
the Nexus.